Good morning and welcome to day 19 of my vlog for my 30-day November morning yoga challenge. If you're new here, my name is Carrie Ann. I am a registered yoga teacher. I have my 200-hour as well as my certification for yin and restorative. I'm also a neurodivergent and queer affirming life coach. So welcome to my channel. If you could do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button down below, it'll help me grow my channel, expand my reach, and connect me with folks who might be interested in my content. The theme for today's yoga practice is enough. And during today's yoga practice, we use an affirmation stating, what I have to give today is enough. And that's a really important lesson for us to take away, especially in today's society where we're constantly being confronted by all of these narratives that tell us we aren't doing enough. We aren't giving enough of our time to X, Y, and Z. We aren't giving enough of our life hours to our job. We aren't giving enough money to corporations. We need to spend, spend, spend. We are lacking. We do not have enough things. There's always something new, bigger, and better that we should be buying. And all those shoulds are false. They're fake. They are untrue narratives that the outside world keeps bombarding us with. We have enough. We do enough. Our presence is enough. So our theme today connects to the yama brahmacharya, which means walking with God, but it also is connecting us to the concept of excess and practicing alleviating excess from our lives. That could be an excess of emotional reactivity, an excess of food, of an excess of, and by food I mean like eating too much, not knowing when we're full or when we are sated. Brahmacharya teaches us to be present in our minds, in our bodies, as we're confronted with all of these extra things that advertisers and corporations and organizations are telling us that we're not doing enough of. Those things make us feel bad. And that's really not fair. So, how do we shed all of this excess and bring awareness to ourselves when we're confronted with these narratives that are telling us more, more, and more? We use breath work, we use affirmations, we use yoga to help us be present in the moment and connect with those inner truths that we have that no, I really don't need a second helping of chocolate cake. No, I don't need a new car. The one that I have is just fine. You know, there's just so many ways that our society bombards us. And it's a constant bombardment, especially those of us who are prone to anxiety and depression and distraction and hyper focus. We need to practice breath work in the moment. How do we do that? Here's a story time. So, yesterday I was driving in the car with my youngest. I had just picked them up from their, uh, they have a day thing that they do on Tuesdays. And so we're on this one particular road, which is awful. I hate driving down this road, but it is one of the quickest ways. It's not on the highway. And so we're driving down this one road. There's a lot of farmland around us, and the speed limit's 40. There's this car in front of me that is going somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 45. They cannot pick a speed. And so I'm keeping my distance. They are actually swerving in front of me. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I don't know what's going on with this person. So I'm going to keep a respectable distance, a car length per 10 miles, and let them do what they're going to do. Well, there is a group of cars that is coming up behind me, and the one that's just behind me is right on my bumper. And I don't like that either. It makes me really uncomfortable because if I need to slam on my brakes, that guy's going to be in my rear end. Don't like it. But there's nothing I can do. It's a, 2-lane, one and one, and there's nowhere to pull off to let these people pass me, which I will do. If people are making me uncomfortable, I will pull off on the side of the road and let them pass me. So this guy is behind me and he starts honking and gesticulating like I could be going faster. And it's like, I really cannot. I cannot go any faster than the car in front of me. And the car in front of me is going 30. So what do? there's part of me that just wants to roll down the window and flick this guy off, but I don't. I practice my self discipline. I practice tapas. I practice those purity of minds, my sausha, and my contentment, my santosha, knowing that I am going to get to the next light just as fast as the guy in front of me and the guy behind me. We are going to make it to the light at the exact same time. And the guy in front of me ends up turning at the very first left that we could take off this road. And the guy behind me like goes around me, and then thinking I'm the problem because he can't see what's going on in front of me, I guess. But, and then he gets over to the right, and once again, we make it to the light where I'm making my left and he's going straight. We make it there at the same time. There was no need to rush. And so I'm just taking deep breaths. I'm doing some yogic breathing as I'm talking with my child. And that's all we can do. In that moment, that is literally all that I could do. And I am very prone to anxiety. It really heightens my sense of stress to be honked. I don't like it. But in that moment, I am very much aware of my surroundings, and I am breathing, and I'm staying present, and I'm actually talking to myself and saying, there is literally nowhere I can go. I literally am stuck here behind this car, and I'm stuck here until I get to my turn off. Yoga teaches us to be present. It gives us an opportunity to practice skills on the mat. And I know I said that yesterday. It gives us that practice time where we can be present in our own minds and body. And it develops awareness, and it helps us to walk closer to God, whatever that looks like for you, whatever the divine looks like. You can interpret that however is meaningful to you. But it gives us that sense of self where we can internalize the divine within us and be sane, for lack of a better word, be the bigger person, be the one who has clarity. Again, back to Sausha, of the moment, of what you can see, what you're aware of, and make a decision to be in your heart space and not lash out. And in those present moments, who you are, your awareness, what you're doing is enough. There is literally nothing else that I could have done in that moment to make it better for anyone involved, for the guy behind me, for myself, or the guy in front of me. And so I just had to know that what I was doing was the right choice, staying an appropriate space behind that car, which in my view was driving a little recklessly. And the car behind me was also driving recklessly. He was angry. I could sense his anger. He honked at me multiple times, but I knew he was unhappy. And there was nothing I could do to make it any better. What I was doing in that moment was enough. And that gave me an opportunity, as someone who is a highly anxious person, that gave me an opportunity to practice what I do on the mat and make my day better. I did not let that get me down. And sometimes when I make a dumb move on the road and I get honked, it'll ruin my day because I did a dumb. But there was nothing I could do. Everything I was doing was right, and it was enough. So in the moment, we need to realize that we are doing enough. You are enough. You are not defined by your idiosyncrasies. You are not defined by how others perceive you. You define yourself. I'm going to leave it there for today. In the comments below, write a mantra or affirmation for yourself to remind you that you are enough. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the day 19 practice. It's going to be in the description below. And I will see you on the mat tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.